welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is going to be slightly different. That's something I'm really looking forward to. So I love pen paling and I love sending stuff to other pen pals, and I love hearing about other people's cultures and differences, and I specifically like folklore. For example, I love Japanese folklore, and I just like little quirky things that everybody gets from their own country. I think it's such a lovely and wonderful thing to actually share it with other people. And I was trying to think of good luck charms. So I went down a bit of a rabbit hole. So you might like kind of recognize this kind of style of Japanese kind of good luck charm. Theirs is material, and it is often like embroidered with different things. Some say luck, some say happiness, depending on where you go, and you often get them like at shrines and temples and stuff like that. And I wanted to kind of share my own versions of these, and I wanted to actually share, rather than just making something that looks like something else, I wanted it to be actually lucky, if that makes sense, actually from my culture, from the area that I grew up in. And I will show you how to make these, but I'll explain them as well. So rather than it just being a charm that doesn't have any meaning, these actually have meaning, and I want to explain why I made these and all the fun bit. So first of all, I wanted to show some examples of luck charms that includes like the lucky cat bell from Japan. So I have this one that I carry around on my purse. I'm also quite sentimental, so I have things like $1 from the US that I visited like 12 years ago in my purse, and some like good luck notes from my husband that I've kept in my purse for like 10 years and things like that. I also wanted to show you this. So this is something that we often you'll find in card shops. You can get different things. My grandmother, bless her, I have her keepsake box, and one that says thinking of you. The guardian angel one, this one specifically was bought for me by a friend, and this one says, this guardian angel watches over you every day with loving care to gently guide your way. So this is actually quite popular as a kind of a charm. But I wanted to show and share some of the ones that are kind of unique to where I'm from. So first, let me explain these ones and how I made them lucky. And I will show you how I made them in a little bit. So we're going to open them up, because I actually put stuff in each of them, and I will show you what they are. Okay, now inside each one of them is a little plastic case to both protect the piece of paper and the contents. So inside, so each one of these has been made of tape to kind of protect it from the weather, which I will show you how I did in a bit. And this little envelope is to do the same thing. So inside each of these little envelopes is a penny. One has a tuppence in it, which is 2 pennies. And pennies are seen as lucky. Sounds a little odd, but I'll explain. There's a little rhyme that we're all taught as children, and I was taught as a child, and I decided I was going to share this with both of you guys in case you have your own quirky little thing. So basically the rhyme goes, find a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. Give it to a friend and the luck will never end. And that is where the luck comes from. So I found these pennies. I washed them with vinegar and salt to get rid of any grime. And then I actually spent quite a while polishing them up so they were nice and shiny, because who wants a dull penny? And it's just a really like fun and quirky way just to show some of my culture with other people. But this is definitely something that they're not going to have. One, it is British currency, so unless they live in Britain, they're not going to have it. But two, it's quite unique as far as of the tale of getting a penny and then saving it and passing it on, your luck on, that kind of thing. And I thought it was just a really sweet idea to kind of share the luck with people. So that is for my video today. I'm going to show you how I made this one so you can incorporate your own little thing. But there's something else that I want to share with you also, just kind of to add to inspiration. So then I just place on the little loop, and then they can use it as a charm. So that's what we'll be making today. But I also wanted to share something kind of very unique and special from where I grew up. So what I wanted to show you were Devonshire pixies. So I'm from Devon, and there are loads of little villages, and each little village has its own kind of folk tales and things like that. Like there's one in particular where they claim they could hear like the devil running across the roofs because of it sounded like hooves, that kind of thing. In reality, it was probably a goat or a sheep because there's quite a few. But it's just like that kind of fun little folklore thing. So I have bought some of these because in a lot of the villages in Devon, you can buy these. Now there's arguments, and I'm going to hear this. If you're from Cornwall, you have a Cornish version, and you can buy these same ones in Cornwall, and they're called Cornish pixies. But you can also buy these, and they're called Devonshire pixies. So there's a lot of crossover between Devon and Cornwall, including like pasties and like rivalry of who actually made it. But first, for the record, the oldest ever recipe is in an archive in Plymouth, and it's from Devon. And I only know this because I did history and it just came up. So just throwing it out there. So these little cute little guys are, for the sake of this video, because it's from me, are Devonshire pixies. They are cute. Well, they're described as very earthy creatures. They are fairy folk. And the Devonshire pixie is seen as both mischievous and lucky. Now, obviously these little dudes are quite small. I actually ended up buying them in bulk online because I didn't want to go to a little village shop where they have these. They always have these. So I just wanted to share with you like this cute little thing. It's, as I said, very specific to where I am from. I have bought in bulk these phone charm dangly things, and so you could always buy these things. Like, you don't necessarily have to buy it from the original area. So I bought mine online. Still described as Devonshire pixies, but I bought them online because they would be more expensive in person. But they're exactly the same thing, and they are seen as lucky. So the idea being, they said that you can pop them as a charm like this, and actually have a little dangly charm. Whoops. Like so. To send to people. And you can even put them in one of these, which I plan on doing in this video. So I am planning on using both a penny and a little Devonshire pixie specifically for this video. So that way it's double the amount of luck. I might even put them on my other ones, but I just wanted to share this with you. This is kind of like the folklore tale and I just wanted to kind of share something unique and hope it gives you inspiration to do the same thing with other people, because honestly it's fun. It's just a fun way, I think, to share cultures. So I have this little template. I'll explain. So not everything has to be like the perfect size. For example, with this one, I didn't have enough cards, so he's shorter and fatter. But all you need is a shape that you like. And I happen to like this shape. Now, you want them all to be like the same, so they'll fold over. So I drew this shape, and then next to it, I drew it again. And then next to it, I drew it again. And the reason we do that is because you want 3 sides to make sure it's nice and strong. And then the way you fold it is this one, always put the end one as shorter. It just makes it easier to fold. So the end one, the short one, will go in the middle, and then this one will go on the end. So this is essentially the beginning of our charm. This little piece of cardboard is going to end up like one of these. So each one is decorated entirely differently. I have decided to do, so this one was more washi. This was the very first one that I had made. These 2 I thought were really cute, kind of magical girl ones. I thought magic, luck, that kind of thing would go really well. And then this one was a Sanrio one because I love Sanrio. That's as far as that one went. So I am basically going to be decorating this one and showing you how I made them into actual charms. So I have some stickers here from Pen Pals, and I want to use it to decorate one of these. And I thought by using stickers from Pen Pals, you kind of make it more special. So you want to decorate, this one is the front, this one is the back. So whatever you want as the back. So my backs are a little bit different than the front. So that's how I decorate mine. So I am going to add some cute stickers. Also bear in mind we will be puncturing a hole in each of them. So leave enough space that it won't ruin the image that you're making. So I really like these stickers, and because they're kind of like magical. I'll show you up close in a minute. So these are the stickers that I thought would be perfect because we've got some glitter and things like that. I've got some extra. And then, so this is the main sticker for the front and the back. I also have these cute little hollow stickers that I think would go perfectly with this theme. I think whatever charm you make, I think it should look cute personally. Because it wouldn't be luck if you don't carry it around. Okay, so I'm also going to use these I can't remember what they're called now, jelly roll markers, because I am all for like that extra bit of shimmeriness to it. Because I think you want to make it kind of cute and aesthetic as possible. Okay, so that is how I am going to style my front and back. Now next up is tape, and we use a fair amount of tape because there's no point having a good luck charm that is going to disintegrate immediately. You want to bring it some luck. This is why also you always stick the stickers down first, otherwise some stickers could come off. With tape, always overlap it slightly, so that way water doesn't get underneath. I know that from experience. Water can indeed get underneath if they don't overlap. Okay, this is the more tricky bit. You stick it on top. We cut off the excess because there's a trick to make sure this bit is fully covered. And we want it fully covered because this is the bit that is open and is most likely to get wet. Okay, so first we're going to go around this one. So we're going to fold it across over there. And because we're doing it left to right, we'll do it here. So we'll cut the tape along this bit here and fold it over. And again, and fold it over and fold that bit over as well. And then we fold these end bits over like this to protect the end. Okay, now we flip it. And as you can see, we've got tape over these corner bits here. I get some more tape. And we're going to do the same thing. This corner bit you can just fold over that way. Okay, so this time, because we had the paper it folded this way, we're going to make sure these corners are now covered. So I'm going to cut here. If the tape goes around the opposite way, it's going to go around the front. Cut here, and then again cover the bit that wasn't covered. And then we fold over the top again because we want to make sure the top bit is nice and secure. And then cut off that little bit of extra tape. This way, each of these corners have been protected by tape, which is the plan. So now we get another strip, put it underneath to cover that bit. And also we want to get this piece of tape to cover the bottom bit. Like so. So we protect the bottom corner as well. And then we're going to fold this one over to protect the bottom cardboard. So this way, all the edges are completely secure. Like so. So all you'll have now is a little strip of nothing in it. You can cover it if you want to, but rain shouldn't get down there. Then we fold it over like this, and this is essentially what your little charm is going to look like. So whenever you put tape and stuff on things, they will always kind of not line up perfectly sometimes, and that is fine because we can just cut off any extra. But now it's all folded up like this. So next up, we need a piece of tape. Get a piece of tape to fold and then tape this shut so it doesn't unravel, and then it stays in the shape that we want. Then we're going to do the same with the bottom. Fold it over like so, and then we're going to trim the edges off, and then we have a cute little charm. Okay, so I just realized I forgot to press record. I forgot to press record, which is a bit silly, so I'm just going to tell you what I've written. So I have written the little note, both the penny rhyme that I have read you earlier, as well as, let me just put this one in here. So I wrote the find a penny, pick it up little rhyme, And then on the back, I wrote what this little dude is. I was like, this is a Devonshire pixie. They are mischievous, lucky, and lucky. They are earth fairy folk who help find what's lost and guide you home. This is what they are. And I think it's really cool to be able to share this with other people. Because as I said, this is, funnily enough, my husband hadn't heard of these little dudes. He hadn't heard of them, and we're both from this area, so it was kind of unusual that he hadn't. But I've always been interested in folklore, so I learned about these little guys when I was quite young. So it was really nice to share, like, with him as well as being able to share with everybody else. So they got a little pixie man now and a lucky penny in this one. I think I'll end up adding pixies to all of them because I think it'll be quite fun. Okay, now time for the string, I guess. The thing that makes it a charm. So I'm going to cut it to the length that I want, which will be about here. And then I'm going to show you a cool trick to stop string unraveling, because I had that problem with some of my old ones. So the trick is actually super glue. So I have nail glue because I wear false nails. But if you put glue on the ends, they can't unravel. Because I had the same problem with that string. It was quite annoying and just wasn't very helpful. So, a little bit of glue on the end. And then we have your own very little lucky charm. And it is supposedly actually lucky because it's got a little pixie in there and it's got a lucky penny. So that was my video for this week. I really liked the idea of like the little pixies and the pennies and being able to send something kind of fun and unique to my pen pals, and maybe even encourage them to share some of their own little folklore as well. But that is my video for today. I really liked how it turned out, and I was really inspired by this, so I wanted to share it with everybody else because, as I said, it's quite unique to where I'm from, and I'm sure everybody else has their own kind of little like luck charms and things like that. And I just thought it was such a really nice idea to be able to share something unique with your pen pals, because I'm sure they have their own. So that is me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some inspiration to send something special and unique that is that you never really considered sending before. But that is me for this video. I hope you guys had a wonderful week and enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.